Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a what's on my iPhone video. I thought that would be really fun to do, especially because I just got the new iPhone 14 Pro. I'm so excited about it. It wasn't in the plan to get a new phone, but when we moved to Florida, I have AT&T, or I had AT&T, and the service here in Florida was awful. Just, I don't know what it was so terrible. Everywhere we go, we don't have good service, but my husband's work phone has Verizon, and that phone always gets amazing service. So eventually my husband will transfer over to Verizon as well, but we had to go on a whole new plan. I left my family's plan. This was my old phone and this is my new phone. I love the camera quality on this phone. It's amazing. I was debating between getting the Pro and the Pro, like the Max, but I just figured I like to put my phone in my pocket. I love to have a bigger screen, but having a bigger phone, it didn't sit right with me. So I just went with the normal size, the Pro, but I'm still waiting for my phone case to come in. I used to have just a regular plain phone case, but then once I discovered the brand Loopy case, which is this, if you've seen it, might look familiar to you. It has a loop attached to the case, which I'll take it off and show you, but I can't go back. When I'm scrolling through social media, it really helps my hands, and sometimes you gotta be gentle with your fingers, especially, I think in the future our fingers are going to be in so much pain from scrolling. We don't realize it now because we're still young, but I am really nervous for when I'm older and my thumbs are going to hurt because I did so much scrolling. Anyways, you can change these out, you could do purple, pink, whatever, but I have 4 of these. I just like it because I can hold, I can carry my phone literally like this and carry the groceries or whatever I'm doing, and I can just, it's so easy. And this never ever comes off. So this is the phone case. You can see this is kind of the look, and you can adjust it. So if it's too much for you, you can just pull these. You can see a little bit, yeah. I ordered this one that I'll put right here. This is the one I actually got. I ordered, and I'm really excited about it just because I ordered that color because I wasn't feeling a print. So anyways, out with the old, in with the new. This was needed so badly. I went with the silver white color just because it's a basic color, and I wasn't really picky about it. So I'm gonna do a screen recording of my phone and we're gonna go through it. Obviously my phone isn't going to be extravagant, it's not completely organized, but I'm gonna show you guys what apps that I love, my must-haves, and then I'm gonna also show you how I edit some of my Instagram. I have my personal Instagram as well as my fashion Instagram. I don't post as much. Maybe if we start traveling more, I will post more on that page with my outfits that I wear, but I will show you how I edit for both of those. I'm gonna start my screen share and we are going to get started. Okay, so when you first see my screen, I didn't do anything special. Oh no, my screen recording stopped. If you don't touch your phone, the screen recording will stop. But I just had a picture of Tanner and my dog on the front of my home screen. Nothing special. That's just my favorite updated family photo that we got during Christmas time. I love that photo. It just makes me happy. So when you first open my phone, it looks very overwhelming, but it just works for me. Picture that I have is of Banks, and that's a picture we took for Easter. He was wearing his cute little bow tie for Easter. Okay, so I have these, what are they called? Gidgets, I think is what it's called. It says, it's an app called I Am, and they're kind of affirmations. So it changes. You can say, oh, I want a new affirmation every hour, every 3 hours. You could do one once a day. I think I do it every 2 hours. And it will change up on the top left corner. And this one right now, it says, I have the power to stand up to my negative feelings. And I personally love the app because you can say, oh, every you know, every time I look at my phone, for the most part, I have a new affirmation on there, and it's just like a nice little reminder. So you can pick, do you want more like self-esteem, body image affirmations, relationship affirmations, anxiety, like what kind of quotes you want, and it's all free. I think you can like pick, you can obviously pay extra and like do more specifics as well as change the background, but I did that one. So it's called I Am. I highly recommend it. And then I just have the calendar on the right just because it's the basic thing to have. I have my emails. Yes, I have over 6,000 emails that I need to look at, but mostly that's for the most part, that is from my fashion email, the Style by Vic email. I no longer use that really. I mean, because I'm, like I said before in the beginning of the video, I don't use my style account as much anymore. So I have the typical photos app, weather, phone app, camera, clock, Google, Snapchat, which I'm like the only one that does not care about Snapchat. I personally think Snapchat is useless. I only like it because of the memories that pop up, and I only use it for like family. I think I had like 2 accounts, and I don't know how that happened. So I had deleted one and I kept this one, but I barely have any friends on there. I like don't give it out because I'm like, it's literally just for my family and my in-laws. It's literally who I Snapchat, or like my closest friends. I just don't use Snapchat, and I don't see a point of using it. I don't know. It's Google Maps. And then I have a utility section that just has some random apps in there that kind of come with the phone already. And then T-Connect, which T-Connect, I think it's gonna have me, log in. But I haven't fully, like I just got this phone, so I haven't like logged in for everything. But T-Connect, if you are a type 1 diabetic, you will know what this is, but basically it's an app for my pump. Right now I have my Disney sticker on my pump. I need to change that out. This is for my insulin pump, and the T-Connect app will literally show you everything that you see on your pump. And you can also, like what I specifically use the app for is I can give myself insulin through the app. So like say one weekend we went to a wedding and I had my pump strapped on my back, and yes, I could have asked Tanner to get it for me, get it off from my back, but it was like so much of a hassle, and I could just go on that app and I could say, okay, I had 30 carbs, and then it would give my units, and I would have to do a Face ID, and then it would speak to my pump and give myself insulin. I added that. Okay, and then on the bottom, I have the iMessage, Instagram, and I don't even remember what this is called. I don't want to open it because for some reason my blood sugar today has been awful, like really bad. Like I've been 250 all day. I don't know what the heck. It probably is because I'm about to be on my period. But that speaks to my Dexcom, and the Dexcom speaks to my pump. So I'll go on that app and I can see my blood sugar. I can see if I'm going high or low, but that one speaks, to the Dexcom, and right now that one's on my arm. And then I have Spotify. I really use those apps all the time. Let's go on to the other apps that I have. I have them organized between like the editing for photos and videos, as well as my socials and just random like social media apps, and then random apps like my bank, food places. Put them in these little boxes because I like to see my dog's face, and I don't want all the apps to be covered over his face like this slide looks. So that is that. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how to edit a photo last. So let me get through all the apps that I have, and then we will talk editing. So I have the basic Facetune app. I did not download, I know there's like different types of like the Facetune, or like Facetune 1, Facetune 2, or whatever, but I just have the basic. I literally don't do anything but remove a zit. Lightroom, and that is what I use to edit everything. I love Lightroom. I have it on my laptop, my MacBook, as well as my phone, but I personally like using it on my phone because I know what I'm doing and I'm just like click, click, click. It's so easy. And then Canva. Canva is my favorite app. I would say one of my favorites. It's in my top 3 favorites apps on my phone, just because I can edit however I want. I edit all my thumbnails that way. I edit things for my story. I edit, like, I'll show you some examples. So like these are all my designs. So like what I got for Christmas, my Disney one, I had something to do with work. So like I use literally all, that's what I use to edit everything. Or like my blog, if I'm linking something for Amazon, Like to Know It, anything like that, I use Canva and it's amazing. So if you want me to go through a tutorial on like how to edit that way, I would love to do that for you guys. Just let me know in the comments down below. I use Preview to like lay all my stuff out like on Instagram. I do not pay extra for that app. I don't think it's needed. I know there are different apps that you can use for planning out. You can plan out your time, the date, like anything in Preview. Another app is Ton Filters. I use this to edit my YouTube videos. Sometimes like I think for my apartment tour video, it depends on like what the video is. If it's a vlog, I do not put a filter over it, but if like it's something where I can kind of control the lighting a little better, I will use that to kind of like make the video look warmer or like saturated or whatnot. That's what I use for that. The DJI app is actually for my stand. This is actually what I use to like do majority of my vlogging. My brother gave this to me and it is so helpful. You just hook your phone on this magnet and click the button to record or like change the, like if you want your camera to look down, you can tilt it because it will move on the stand. And then it has the typical like thing where you can set it on your table. So that's what I use that app for. It just connects to the stand. And then I use iMovie to edit and film everything. Well, not film, excuse me, to edit everything. I know I'm a little old school with iMovie. There's a lot of other like apps that you can use on your phone for that, but iMovie I use a ton on my laptop, and 95% of the time I edit everything on my laptop. So even if it's a short, it goes to my laptop, I edit it, make sure I can, it's just like a bigger screen. It's easier for me to see and I feel confident with what I am submitting. So then I have Unfold, which I can show you a little bit of what this one looks like. If I post like for someone's birthday on Instagram or something, I will typically use this. It has a bunch of different like artsy ways that you can organize your pictures, just like a collage. I highly recommend this one. It has like cute little arch images that you can do. Wedding category, you can do it with film. So let's see if I have, oh, here's my projects. So like I just did this one for Christmas and this is what I used. I use this to organize like all my photos for my family for our trip. So it was a fun campaign I did for my work. So yeah, I just did that. Highly recommend that app as well. And then Photo Retouch, that when we take photos out in public, usually there's a ton of people in the background, whether it's like on the beach or I'm trying to remember where else I've really used it. I know mainly it's been on the beach, but if we'll take like a beach photo, you literally go in that app, you upload the photo and you can pick everybody out from your picture. And then for socials, I have TikTok and I put it in this little file because I have been scrolling on TikTok way too much. So I'm hoping that if I put it in a little, like if you have to actually go dig to find the app, that I won't be clicking it as much. So that's why TikTok is in there. YouTube Studios, if you have a YouTube account and you don't have that app, I highly recommend it because you can see who liked, commented, followers, views. Like it's just a great, easy, fast, and efficient way to see all your content on your YouTube channel. So I have that. Messenger is for Facebook. So I have Facebook, and then I have the YouTube app itself, and then LTK and LTK Creator. So that's what I typically use if I share a link. If it's not Amazon, I will link other things through that app and I earn a small commission off of it. I haven't used it as much just because I've stopped linking things, like I said, and I've stopped kind of like doing the kind of styling aspect of content creating. And then the Creator app shows you like how much you're earning, not who bought something, but what they purchased from you, how much you're gonna make and how much it was, just like that information. I already said Facebook, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. And then the random ones, I feel really bad. I was thinking about this. I do not have the Bible app on my phone. I personally don't like looking at the Bible on like either an iPad or computer or phone. A lot of people do it at our church. I feel like a bad Christian that because the Bible app is not on my phone. Just have to say that. I have Netflix because we love to watch Netflix. Starbucks, Target. Let me tell you, when you're at Target and you are not scanning every single thing, you are missing out because you can earn so much. You scan the barcode and it will tell you if you got if there's a sale going on, and then when you enter in your number at checkout, it will deduct that from your total. So I use that a lot, and every time I go to Target, I at least save 10 bucks by doing it. So I recommend doing that. Chick-fil-A app, love that place. Etsy, that is a place where I absolutely love to shop. Love finding everything on Etsy, super unique. Bedspreads from Etsy, this is from Etsy. A lot of the stuff in our place is from Etsy, and I didn't even realize it until we moved here. I'm like trying to think of where I got stuff. I'm like, man, a lot of stuff is either from Etsy or Amazon here. Slack is what we use to kind of talk to each other at work. American Airlines, Venmo, my Bank of America, Google Photos, Fandango, Timehop. Yes, I still have Timehop on my phone. I just like looking at 4 years ago today or 8 years ago today, and like my Facebook memories come up and they crack me up. Blink is our camera for our apartment. We have a camera that watches banks when we're gone, or even like when we had to evacuate for the hurricane, we had that camera looking outside so that I could see how bad the flooding was gonna get while we were in North Carolina. So I recommend that camera. It's been great for us. The jigsaw puzzle, do not come at me for that. I love to have things on my phone, especially like if I'm traveling or if I'm feeling very anxious. I use this, and I used to use the coloring one, but the coloring one just got a pain because my phone was so small. If I had an iPad, I would definitely have the coloring book. But if you get anxious, whether it's flying or just in general, like traveling, for me, I use the jigsaw puzzle and it really helps me. So I recommend that. It's been great for me, but yes, don't make fun of me for that one. Next, we have the Net Benefits, which is for my work. It's for my 401k and insurance and stuff. Park Mobile. A lot of areas in Tampa, or not even Tampa, like St. Pete, anywhere really in Florida, parking, if you want to park in the streets or something, Park Mobile, they use Park Mobile, so I just have that. And then Shutterfly. It's time for banks to join. My screen recording was 25 minutes long. I did not think this video was going to be that long. Now I'm going to show you guys how I edit my photos real quick. So I'm going to show you one way that I edit my everyday lifestyle photos, and then I'm going to show you how I edit my style account. Okay, I'm going to have to do a screen recording on my other phone because I'm logged out of that other app. So anyways, when you open your Lightroom app, these are some of the pictures that I have on here. I just posted some with banks. We'll just do this one of banks. Okay, we're gonna do this one. He sees his friend outside. Banks decided to run around in the mud this specific day, so I posted a picture of him. So this is the original. I have the filter already set to all the other photos, so I'm just gonna basically copy and paste it. So I'm copying the settings. You go over, let me start that over. You go to the top right corner, click the three dots, and then you're gonna say copy settings, and then you're gonna hit the check mark. So you copied all the things you had adjust, whether it's the contrast, the brightness, saturation. Sometimes when I do a filter, especially with banks, he comes out really orange or he'll come out really dark and it's not the regular golden color, so I have to adjust it. So then I go back to the picture that I wanna edit and I hit the three dots on the top right, and then I'm gonna click paste instead of copying. So basically you're copying and pasting the filter, or this preset. Click paste, and there you go. So from there, that's when I will make the decision, okay, do I want to lower the contrast? That makes things, or not contrast, the temperature. Do I want it to be more blue or like warm color, which a majority of my pictures are warm colors. And then the vibrance, that's what I'll mess with a lot, and the saturation. And then for the exposure, that's a big one too that I mess with. I kind of mess with the highlights. It just depends on what the picture's of. And then the shadows is another big one. I've recently found that if you like go into editing and everything and you're into that, I'll adjust like the Banks's color. So you can see, look at that color change. So sometimes when I edit a copy and paste a filter or a preset of Banks, like I said, he'll sometimes look like that, and that's not natural at all. So I'll edit it to make it his natural color seem more normal. But these are the main Aspen presets that I use. I'm honestly not sure if she still sells them, but this is what I use for my blog. I think especially this one, this is what I use. So I'm gonna copy hers. Okay, so like this Charleston photo, that is the original. So then I go over here and I click paste, and you see how orange that is? I think this is when I messed with the orange colors. Okay, so that filter is normally the one that I use for a lot of my blog photos, but then I'll come over here and you can change, look at that. You can change the different colors. This is a bad example to use, but you get the gist. That's literally what I'll do. Obviously that does not look like what I used to edit. I don't remember what I did to use for specific edits for that exact photo. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else specific when it comes to editing for photos, or like I said, Canva. If you have any requests, leave them in the comments below. But that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye.